So we're here with James Duncan after tonight's Chesham United 4, Tiverton 1. Shock result or easy win?
Ended up being an easy win, but it's come from us being, I think, very efficient in the first half. I think when we got in around the box, we had good combinations, we had good forward runs, and we were quite clinical when we got in there. And to go put yourself 3 up in the game, obviously is pleasing. I know they got one back. We're disappointed to concede that, but then obviously we got ourselves back with a 3-goal margin at half time. And in those games you're just asking the boys to really drive on and keep standards high and keep playing. But I've got to say credit to them, because I think they could have easily just folded and just gone away, and then it could have been a rout at the end of it, but it didn't. To be fair, the second half become, I know we had loads of possession, we didn't create much at all, maybe a couple of opportunities, but they stuck to their task. The manager's a really good guy. Their squad's a little bit depleted at the minute, and they're suffering a bit with their squad, but he's a good guy, he's a good manager, and I'm sure when he gets his players back, they'll be winning games.
Last game, I was chatting to Muzz, and I sort of was a bit critical of the fact we weren't scoring in the first half. We scored in the first half, but not the second. But it's still in the same goal. Anything to sort of say about that at all?
No, it's hard. Like, you just want to be. I went and watched them Saturday. I anticipated that we were going to have lots of possession. The way that they set up against Met Police, they played really well against Met Police. They should have got something out of the game, but I thought they might do the same, and they did. So we talked about starting fast and creating chances early and asking loads of questions. Those games where we have loads of possession, and sometimes you get into a situation where you just keep the ball for the sake of it, and the tempo's really slow. Your ball speed's slow. Your movements. Because they're quite deep, but our front players moved. The supply intent was good, so the first half goals were really pleasing. I don't think there's anything to it, first half or second half goals. I know we probably scored more in the second half, but I don't think there's much to that.
Anything you're taking away from today's game?
Yeah, be efficient. Just be really efficient when you get your chances. We scored 8 goals in 2 games now. That's got to be really pleasing. We've put eight goals in, so that's good. So that's really pleasing. I think standard a couple of goals were really good. I think they were taken well. So generally as a side, that's really pleasing, and disappointed with a goal. Disappointed to just concede the penalty. So yeah.
So who did you think stand out? Because it looked like Killian was leading the line quite well.
Yeah, Killian's been brilliant. I think he took his goal really well. He made some good runs and good movement. Sometimes quite hard for the forward players, because where you have your low time on the ball in wide areas or centre halves, when they step in, you make a movement, you don't always get it because there ain't enough space in behind. But he kept making movements, he kept making runs, and one time we did get him in, and obviously he's going to take his chance. So that's really pleasing. But I don't think there's any standout individuals. I just think I think everyone played really well. It's good to see Rod playing again after his suspension. Took a little bit of a knock the previous weeks, but before he got suspended. So it's good to see him again playing as well. And the squad's healthy. We're good to go. There's good competition at places. I think we've only got 2 out in a minute, which is Jammers and Cole. The rest is fit, ready to go.
Good news. Talking good news, when I was last here chatting with Muzza, we were celebrating your 100th league game, and you did comment to me the other week. Still not completed a full season yet. So out of the last 4 years and your 100 league games, what has been your best game?
I've got to say, it's pretty crazy really that we've had 4 or 5 seasons here and we haven't done a season. The first year, obviously when we survived relegation, we kept up. I think that was brilliant. And then obviously we've had 2 COVID seasons. Touch wood, it looks like that we're going to get a full season this year, which is brilliant. Standout wins, I think probably for me, I thought when we went away to Western in the FA Trophy during COVID, I thought we were brilliant that night. We went and won 3-1. I thought it was a really top performance, and we thoroughly deserved our win. I think we went over there and we was very dominant in our display. So that's probably the most efficient, all-complete win for me. We've had several good performances. The boys have been brilliant for me and Muzz. Managing this club for 100 games, we're extremely proud. It's a fantastic football club. We're very lucky and very fortunate to manage Chesham, and we realise that, and we work really hard at it, and we'll continue to work hard to try and get the club up and get us up the division.
Yeah, I was hoping to catch up with you on Saturday, but obviously powers took us out of our control, really, or lack of power, should I say?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Obviously, the storm hit on Friday, and then the chairman come down on Friday, and then it was out with the electricity and stuff like that, and we couldn't get it on. And obviously, we tried to do the good thing with Western and say to Western, look, it looks like the game's not going to be on just because of the damage that had happened to the stadium and stuff like that. And it looked like it was all done, and then, you know, it was a bit. I just didn't understand the Western response, really. You know, Western then asked to delay it to the morning, which I just don't understand. We're trying to do the right thing. You know, there's no way you can play a football match with no electricity. And then by obviously the morning, it was called off. So I think the secretaries had agreed, but then I think the manager stepped in and tried to delay, which I think is really strange for me. Anyway, there was a downpour at 11:30 till 2:30. So even if they got here, the game would have been off anyway. So I think we've done the right thing, and we've ended up saving them a journey. So yeah, we're good to go. We'll welcome them when they come down again, and you know, it'll be a good game, they're a good side, but it'll be a good game.
So that was last Saturday. Now we look forward to this Saturday, away at Hartley.
Yeah, really tough place to go. We know the manager well. They've had a bit of a turnover of players. It will be a tough football match for us. If you look at the league, you know, it's such an easy thing to say, but there's still teams down there, like the bottom 6 or 7, if you like. You know, they're still scrapping away to try and get points. There's the top 9, I think, top 10 maybe, is trying to get in the playoffs. There's the top 3 or top 4 trying to win it. You know, there's a lot of sides. There's not really too many sides that are kind of looking at it thinking, oh, I haven't got much to play for. So, you know, whoever we play, you know, I just would keep trying to drum to the boys. We've got to go to Hartley and perform. You know, if we don't go to Hartley and perform, then we're going to come unstuck. You know, we're going to come unstuck. We always have tough games there. You know, it's always they're always close games. So I anticipate exactly the same game when we're going to Saturday. We're going to prepare well for it on Thursday. Go there. Like I say, the squad's in a good place. So we'll go there with our squad and try and win the football match, which then leads us into a nice cup tie next week when we play Reading on a Wednesday night, which is the quarter final of the cup, which will be a great fixture for us, great fixture for the club. Hopefully everyone can make it. It'll be a bit of a good crowd here on that Wednesday evening, and we'll welcome Reading here. So we've got some exciting games coming up, and let's make sure we get some wins and stay in the pack, and you know, see if we can get in the top 5.
Thank you for tonight, and 3 points on Saturday wouldn't go amiss. Thank you.